I was born to be great, not about the fast cars, big dreams and names, and the bright lights, best nights are waiting for you.
It is the fourth episode of the Ottawa Music Video Showcase. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, local artists. Welcome, everybody listening out in the Ottawa land. Actually, I'm not sure where you're watching, but here in Ottawa, this show is taking place on the traditional and unceded lands of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe peoples. Friends, for this fourth episode, we are joined by a wild mix of genres. I'm going to quickly introduce each, and then we're going to get right into the videos. Representing pop / soul / R&B, we've got Harea over in the corner. Hello, Alex. How you doing? With local filmmaker Jeff Watkins. Welcome. Much fun. Representing folk rock, we've got Chris Zimmerman. Somewhere on your TV screen. For me, it's one corner. It could be a different corner for you. Representing rock / hip hop, we have Nick from Zoo Legacy. Hello, welcome to the call. It's much fun. You're now famous in the Ottawa Valley. I'm talking too much already. Representing soul country, we have Shannon. Hello, Tara. I'm talking too much. And finally, representing hip-hop / electronic music, we've got Cody Coyote. Welcome, Cody. We're having time already, my friends. We're having a good time already. I drank too much coffee today, and that's fun. The whole point of the Ottawa Music Video Showcase is getting on the horn with people who are kind of outside your genre, because we tend to hear feedback from people within our own scene, but we're all artists making art, my friends, and we're all artists making art in a smallish town, so we should all share. I'm going to pick on one of you, and we're going to watch the video together, and it's going to be random. Harea, welcome to the Ottawa Music Video Showcase.
All right.
Good to see you, my friend. Now, this video of yours came out in May, and I want to say, I'm not going to spoil it for everybody watching, but it looks like it might have been filmed in isolation. Tell us how this track came together.
Yeah. So, I mean, the song itself was kind of like a funny story, like how it was written. So, I always would go over to my buddy Liam's place, and he makes beats and stuff, and we would always like get together and kind of sing and rap and stuff and have fun over these beats he was making. And he showed me this beat, and I just started like singing this kind of funny hook on it. I was like, "Shawty, I want your body." We were kind of like goofing around and laughing about it, and then over time we kind of brought it to the band, and I started just like writing more kind of tongue-in-cheek, like lyrics to it, and it just kind of came together at the time when we were isolated that we should put this song out, and because it was kind of a song that was easier for us to record remotely and do our own thing on. So everything was recorded from home, individually. We didn't see each other at all the whole time, and we just had a Google Drive where we shared files and threw it together, and then contacted Jeff within 24 hours of the release date to do the video. So we got that together too.
Oh my. Yeah. That's a tight timeline. Now you actually have, and this is a first for the show, you actually have the filmmaker here with you to discuss the piece. Welcome, Jeff. I'm so happy you're here.
Thanks for having me.
So he contacted you, and within 24 hours, were you on the job? Like, did you have a plan together for it, or did it come together in the spur of the moment kind of magic? How did the idea for the video itself come together?
Well, it was kind of last minute, and Alex reached out, and we've worked together a bunch before on other videos, and sometimes, we've done a lot of work together, and a lot of it's been sort of like, okay, let's just figure it out. Like as we go, we'll just do
everything.
it.
Everything is like.
So it was kind of like par for the course for us, but with the turnaround being so fast in 24 hours, it was actually a fun like challenge for me, and we just kept the idea super simple so we could, you know, execute something and it wouldn't be too hard to edit or anything like that. So doing a sort of like one take and like hope we get it was luckily successful this time for us.
Took us 2 tries. That's it.
Yeah.
That's impressive because it's one long continuous shot, and I won't give away too much more because we're all going to watch it together and then put you under the microscope. Friends, this is Harea with It's Your Birthday.
Harea Band.
Here we go. Brand new direction on the road. One thing I know, we're here to have a good time getting low. We gon' party like it's your birthday, and we gon' get on down. We don't give a fuck, throw your hands way up. We gon' get on down. Shawty, I like your body, so give it to me tonight. Shawty, I like your body, so give it to me tonight. Far and wide, we got that booty shaking side to side. Yeah, and when I grind on you, you got my head spinning around like you wanna do. Why? We gon' party like it's your birthday, and we gon' get on down. Yeah. We don't give a fuck, throw your hands way up. We gon' get on down. Shawty, I like your body, so give it to me tonight. Shawty, I like your body, so give it to me tonight. Shawty, I like your body, yeah, so give it to me tonight. Shawty, I like your body, so give it to me tonight. We gon' party like it's your birthday, and we gon' get on down. We don't give a fuck, throw your hands way up. We gon' get on down.
Nice work. Nice work. I'm going to get the artist to weigh in, but first thing I would like to say, I really appreciate the Danny DeVito pizza shirt. That was a wonderful addition, I think, to the video. I'm gonna pick on Chris first. Chris, what do you think about the Vin?
I love it, and like knowing Jeff that you like put that together super last minute like that. That's really impressive because I mean it's a really simplistic video, but I found, especially in the kind of the bridge there with the colors added, it really kind of meshed with the groove of the song. It's like really just about the groove, just about the hook, and it kind of reminded me of like I think it was an Arcade Fire video that kind of had a similar theme, like biking around. Also remind me a little bit about the Coldplay video, Yellow, that we just walking on the beach, you know, like super simplistic, but super awesome at the same time. Yeah, I loved it.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. High praise. Now, Tara, what did you think about it?
I thought it was great. I thought it was super creative. I could relate to having to throw something together last minute. And all I kept thinking was, there's so much less editing needed in this video. This is so great. I thought the team was great. I thought it matched the song really well. I thought the pace of it was great. It was interesting scenery behind it. It's just really creative. That one super long shot. I thought that's really cool.
I also thought it was cool. And I got my top. And Cody, what did you think about it?
Yeah, like kind of like echoing that long shot. It was really cool to see that dynamic in the video, like one continuous shot, and like I'm curious to know, like, how did you guys accomplish that? Like, were you sitting in the trunk of a car or something and one person was driving away and you're just filming? Because like, that kind of brings me back to like projects that we've worked on, with like the homies and stuff like that. So it's certainly rad. And I just want to make a quick comment about the song. Like, it's catchy, that needs to be on like every radio station. It's definitely got like the like dirty radio kind of vibe, so yeah, good job, boys. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're going to be famous super soon. Nick from Zoo Legacy, what did you think about the vid, my friend?
Yeah, I thought it was dope. It had like a little bit of a Chromeo-esque vibe. It felt like almost, you know what I mean? Like a really driving, catchy beat. And also, like, I felt that you guys were able to capture the spirit of the song in that one continuous shot. Like, I felt like I was on a little bit of a journey with you through it, and you guys kept it super interesting despite, it's just a bike ride, but it's kind of like when I'm going to and from and I have my headphones in and I'm vibing with you, I felt like kind of we were all on the same page together. So I thought it was really dope. Good job.
Oh my goodness gracious! What high praise we have for Harea Band and the film work, friends. One more time for Jeff and Harea. Nice work, guys. Nice work. We're giving big hearts. We're giving big claps. We love it. We're now moving on to the next rando artist. I'm pretending I'm just using my scroll wheel here. Just scroll wheeling of random. Chris Zimmerman. Hello. Now, Chris, I should mention, I typically host the open mic down at Live and Elegant, obviously not this year, like, at all. But Chris is the fill-in host with the absolute most. And Chris, you released this vid in August, and we're not going to give it away, but it does look like it was conceived of, at least the video was conceived of, in isolation. What about the song itself? Tell us about it.
Well, the song was written well before the video. It was originally recorded back in 2018. At the end of the day, we kind of laid down most of the tracks except for the violin, and decided that it didn't really fit with the rest of the EP. We would just kind of put it on the back burner, and the plan was just to put it on the back burner for 6 or 7 months and maybe release it as a single or release another EP. But it ended up being a couple years. And then 2020 rolled around and I remembered, oh yeah, I got this song that's kind of like half recorded. I could probably find a violin player to do their parts like in their home studio and finish recording it in isolation. And that's what we did. And then we did a fun little kind of low quality, mostly cell phone footage. Everyone shooting their parts individually, and then everyone shooting their parts individually. Fun little quarantine video.
We're not going to spoil any more for the people, my friends. Let's look in with Chris Zimmerman and Mixed Signals.
What the hell is that? Check it out.
I play guitar and I sing some songs, that's all I wanna be.
A couple years back, an empty bar, a guitar and some songs. Played a few, drank a few until they closed the old pub down. I grabbed my check and paid my tab, made my way out with my load. Old Sean was playing right till 2, 1 block down the road. Well, I hear mixed signals from your mouth, who you wanna be. Contradictions made on the page, they can't make me see. Well, I'm just a poor boy, and that's alright with me. I play guitar and I sing some songs, that's all I wanna be. Hey! I've been taking in them city lights and the pretty girls walking past. As I stand here, I can't help but think, thank God I'm a man. I told that girl how pretty her eyes looked in the slide, and she said, this is my boyfriend Mitch, and boy, you better get out of my sight. When I hear mixed signals from your mouth of who you wanna be, contradictions made on the page, they can't make me see. I'm just a poor boy, and that's alright with me. I play guitar and I sing some songs, that's all I wanna be. Whoa.
Yeah.
Chris, I appreciated the violin guitar harmonizing. That was lovely. But I'm going to demand answers from the people. Cody, tell us, what did you think about this video?
I'm still bugging over like how creative it was. You know, I'm curious to know how long it took to put everything together. But also just like honoring like the fact that you made do with what you had. You know, and that's the coolest part about that video is that, you know, as mentioned, you said that you had people that were filming off their phones and stuff like that. But to see how it all came together, like it's a beautiful piece. I'm really happy I got to watch that with everybody. That's cool.
All right, Alex, what did you think about Chris's video? Also filmed during isolation.
Yeah, man. First of all, great song. Super fun. Super catchy. I want to be drinking to that song. I want to be with people I love and partying. And I think that it's kind of ironic and funny that you guys had to all be separate while doing it. Yeah, it was great. Great musicians playing on it too. Happy to see James on there. I quite enjoyed James drumming with his dog. It's probably my favorite part. Or your mandolin player making an old-fashioned band. Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Okay.
Yeah, thought it was great, man. Great job on the video. Really creative, really tied in like all these like pandemic videos with the sort of different squares of everyone playing, but all the videos turned out really well and looked super top notch and yeah, super funny in parts as well. Great job.
Thanks, guys.
Chris is smiling and it's good. Nick from Zoo Legacy, what do you think about it, my friend?
Yeah, you know what? First of all, I thought the song was great. I really enjoyed it, and I think that I got a glimpse of all your kind of personality, that piece of like, you know, when you're live performing and people get a kind of sense of the vibe in the room with you. I feel like you guys did a great job recreating that through the video. Like I felt like I was there with you, and to your point, like seeing the dogs drumming and seeing my man make, I think it was an old fashioned and stuff like that, just kind of showcasing their skills. Also, I saw the violin player with the YouTube plaque with a little bit of a big flex there, so that was awesome. And I think that you guys kept it upbeat, and it really showed how we stay together during these, you know, times where you have to be isolated. So I think that was really dope. Great job, man.
Well, thanks so much. I think it was an old fashioned. I think you're right.
Last but not least, Tara, what did you think about Chris's video?
Great song, really great song. It, you know, was really happy, and I thought you guys did a really good job of the synergy between the shots and everybody's motion and mood really matching the mood of the song itself. I loved seeing Eric at the beginning. This is great. I imagine he produced it or mixed it. I didn't see at the credits, but he's so fun. And that was really great. And all I kept thinking was the drummer's name James. Did somebody say his name was James, the drummer? I just, every time the camera went on top, shot him, I kept thinking he looks like Eric Carlson. Is it just me, or does he look like Eric Carlson?
No, I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Okay, good. No, really well done. Yeah, great job,
Thank
Chris.
you.
Great song, and just a very creative way of, shooting a video in isolation. Great job.
Thanks, Derek.
Nice work, Chris. Nice work creating art in isolation with friends. Big hearts, big hearts. Next up, on my scroll wheel of magic, there's only three. The redness continues. It's Zoo Legacy. We've got Nick from Zoo Legacy here. Now, you released this track in September, Lost on Purpose, but I'm more obsessed. I looked in your bio, and it says here that you opened for Lauryn Hill, and my little 90s kid heart just did like this. So that's exciting. But you guys were on a hiatus, and then come back. How far into Lost on Purpose, this track and video, were you in when the pandemic hit, and how did you...
So we shot the video during the pandemic, and luckily we had, businesses weren't as populated as they typically are, so getting into spaces was a little bit easier. And our band, once we were allowed to, we kind of formed a little bubble between all of us, so we could kind of move as a pack, you know what I mean, wherever we needed to go. So that was kind of dope. And then the idea for Lost on Purpose is just kind of like that naivety when you're young, kind of getting out. So we luckily our bandmates have a younger brother, and he was down to shoot with us, so we didn't need to look hard or look very far to find some acting talent in the video as well.
That's pretty cool, and I knew that it was a pretty recent video too, because I saw you on one of those scooters. I was like, oh, this is definitely this year, this thing.
Yeah, and it's funny, I forget who was mentioning it, but I think it was Cody. Like, the scooter was someone in the back of the truck with the truck open, filming as we kind of, go around on the bird. So it was really cool. And also, those things go faster than you anticipate, believe it.
Yes. I've had some near misses in Centertown. It's a dangerous scooter world out there, my friends. All right, we're going to watch this flick and listen to the track to your friends. This is Zoo Legacy with Lost on Purpose.
Away we go again. Lost like I'm lost on purpose. If found, please return to. Girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home, girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home, my vision blurry, I'm paying the cost. I'm not enough. In fact, it's even better when you're not involved. When I miss your call, I feel that I evolve. Cause as you mentioned, I am more dependent than a college student on their parents, or an old person on their pension. Not to mention, when you hit me on WhatsApp without attention, and a bad booty watch, then she looks tempting. Look, my Achilles heel is when I say what I feel, you say, baby, come home, and I don't think that I will, cause all this motherfucking stress is gonna get me killed. Girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home, girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home, Look, no, I can't play these games. No, you can't disrespect and call me names. Sending me signals like you about to switch lanes. Well, go on, do your thing, go on, do your thing. I mix champagne and propane, get lit. I'm trying to forget all the things that you said, all the things that we did. Level up. Girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home, girl, don't you know I'm lost on the road? I've been here before. When I get home,
Much awesome. Much awesome. I did notice that you have like 4 different jobs, and I counted 4 jobs in that video. But I'm gonna make the people tell us what they thought. I'm gonna pick on you first, Alex and Jeff. What'd you guys think about it?
Awesome. Love the song. Super my style. I'm really into it. Great hook, and it's got a bit of like a Kid Cudi vibe, which I'm super down for. And also really cool is I used to teach Sebastian tennis lessons. The little kid in the video. So I know Sebastian pretty well. I like used to teach lessons at his school and privately, so that's pretty cool. But from the video standpoint, like amazing, beautiful filming, great storyline. You kind of made Ottawa look a little bit like has this really cool kind of like retro, like slummy look in a lot of the city shots, which I thought was, I don't know exactly how you made that or how it was Matt Robillard, I think, who did this, right?
Andrew Robillard.
Andrew Robillard, yeah.
Yeah, he did a really good job just with the character of the filming, making it look kind of like, I didn't really recognize it as Ottawa, so I thought that was really awesome. Yeah, dope.
Yeah, thought it was super great as well. Really loved the song, and I remember because I work really closely with Andrew Robillard, who did the video for you guys, and he was telling me about like how much fun it was to shoot it, and he was playing with some new gear at that time. At the same time, me and Alex were filming his video, and I just got some new gear. I remember Cody was saying how we did that, and yeah, we did go into a car backwards and got pulled away from that, but all that to say, Andrew is also a great cinematographer, a great music video director, and love the work you guys did together. And the song is just, great song nonetheless.
The song is dope, man. I dig it a lot.
Thank you guys a lot, man. Thank you so much.
That's I heard a lot of "this is a small city" kind of things in that conversation. Chris, Sim, what did you think about the vid, my friend?
The video was great. The song was great. I loved like right off the top, and I admittedly watched the video before, so I rewinded and realized at the end when he puts down the wallet, I rewinded. I'm like, did he grab the wallet at the beginning? Yes, he did, and it comes full circle there, which is really cool. But I really liked how when you said the name of the song at the beginning, that's when the song title showed up on the screen. That just caught my attention. And there was a few other parts that, the acting really meshed with the lyrics. Like I think when the kid went to buy the beer, I think he had like the lyric, "I can't," and then it went into something else. But I was like, that really caught my attention too. And and like wicked lyrics, and then the melody and the hook in the chorus is awesome. Like it's a great tune, like stuck in my head. It's awesome.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Creating earworms. I love it. Cody, what do you think about it?
First thing that caught my eye, I took a little bit of a trip down memory lane, and only people that have been in Vanier would know where that convenience store is on the cast. And, that was really cool to see that. I was like, wow, okay. Like you used to spend a lot of time over in VA. And that was cool. But like overall, like really rad dynamic. I thought that like the storyline went really, really well together, and I'm really a big fan of like post edit kind of stuff. So seeing like the text messages pop up was really unique. Like you don't really see that too much anymore. It's just really like people are filming and like putting like a couple of different scenes that are meshing into something else with transitions, but like really working with that post edit, that was really cool to see that dynamic for me. So good job. It was sick.
Thanks, fam. I really appreciate that. And you're probably the only person who knows where that convenience store is.
Yeah, word,
One of Ottawa's hidden gems. Tara, what did you think about it?
It's great. I mean, the song is that chorus is killer. I can hear it in my head, and that's what we say, money, money, money. So that's good. I thought it was thoroughly entertaining, and I have 5 sons, so the little boy character made me laugh because that could be any one of my children. you know, trying to scam beer at 14 years old, or, you know, hitting on a woman much older, or, you know, at stealing my wallet. So I was like, I relate to this character. Really well done, you know, really engaging, and from beginning to end, your performance was excellent. It was just really creative, and I've, you know, worked with Andrew too, and just, you know, just thought all the pieces together really good. But the big huge standout was that the chorus of that song is so killer.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. And yeah, Andrew's great. We're actually filming another music video tomorrow, Saturday, sorry, with him. So it's going to be super interesting.
Yeah, he's talented. And I'm in absolute heaven, because I'm just so excited by how much incredibly amazing, how much the music that's made in Ottawa is just so good. There's so much incredible talent. And I work with Oh Mike, and I'm excited about that, because getting the word out, because Ottawa just has like this great scene. It's just, we got to people to know about it more. So I'm just smiling ear to ear watching all of your videos, because it's so cool to see.
We're all music friends now. We're all music friends now. Thank you so much, Nick from Zoo Legacy. We have two more to watch, and I'm flipping around my magic scrolly button here. Tara, I'm picking on you next. After you just said how you love all of the music coming out, and we have a prize. I was not aware that your photographer as well is on the call, because he also created Harea's video. Out of control. Tell us about this track, because it's not the only track you released this year, but it is the most recent, and you did it as like not a duet, but like a combo with another group called WesternBoy. Tell us how it came together.
Yeah, so Freedom is a track that's on my EP, and it I invited WesternBoy, they're a band on my label, to partner on it. And we were going to originally shoot this video in Nashville. So we had it scheduled to go, I think, in May. And we were just waiting for the border to open, because I work here. I'm usually there about once a month. I have an office there. And I hadn't been since February. We're just waiting and waiting. May, June, July, I finally had to make the call and say, like, I don't think they're ever opening this border. So I called Jeff in a panic and said, okay, Jeff, we have to shoot this music video like immediately, because it was timed with a radio launch campaign in the US and Canada. So there was a bigger schedule. And he was so gracious, and he's like, we got this, no problem. We got together, and I wrote a storyboard, and we wrote it together, and in like 2 days. And then we had to figure out how to get WesternBoy into the storyline without them being physically able to be here. And so that was the challenge. You'll see by watching it how we solved that. And Andrew helped out too. He did a lot of the drone shots, and it was all shot at my home, on my property, because of COVID. So we had a very, very small crew. And hung out at my house for a couple of days and shot it. It was really fun.
This is the second time in less than an hour I've heard about Jeff Watkins coming in with the clinch very quickly. So this is excitement to the extreme. And for not only you, but Jeff. Let's watch the video together. Friends, this is Tara Shannon with Freedom featuring WesternBoy.
If you need a sign, baby, I'll raise the flag up. All my defenses are overcome. Gone is the dark now, and the bad blood, and the fever that had me down. You came at daybreak, you brought the sunrise. You left when the moonlight was still burning strong. Let my guitar make up my white lies. I got the truth right here in my song. shine from the inside. Just a song that I sing. Freedom to let the light in. Freedom to hold you tight. Freedom with eyes wide open. Freedom from the long hard night.
I've been laughing on my way back up. I can see that my look has changed. You came in and the sun came out. I can see that my look has changed.
When your heart feels right, you shine from the inside. When your heart feels right, you shine from the inside. A song that everybody sings. Freedom to let the light in. Freedom to hold you tight.
Hold your time.
Freedom with eyes wide open. Freedom in the long hard night. Freedom to let the light in. Freedom to hold you tight. Freedom with eyes wide open. Freedom from the long hard night.
That was nice, lovely. I love the drone shots. I loved all of it. I'm just gonna make everybody else tell them how much they loved it as well, though. Cody, what did you think about it, my friend?
Yo, that was nice. That was so nice. I don't even know where to start, you know? Like, obviously the drone shots, really, really cool. It was good to see like Algonquin territory like captured in that way too, you know, from the river and everything. I like the small little details that went into it though, right? Like, just like finding like a fit for WesternBoy to be in there, like putting them on the TV and adding that like really dynamic to it. But also like, you know, the little picture that was on the dash, you know, to make that feeling of like being connected a little bit further, you know, like that was really cool to see that. And yeah, also seeing my friend acting with you, you know, it's really cool. It's cool. I was just like, oh snap, there he is. You know, that's like that was a good surprise. You know? But Tara, like, amazing stuff. You know, that was super rad.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, high praise from Cody, and of course, we also know people who were in the video because this is Ottawa and it's a small town. Chris, what did you think about it?
I loved it. It was hard in the video because I was kind of getting lost in the song at the beginning. I could close my eyes for a little bit, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be watching the video. But first of all, the song, I loved how it built up slowly, and you know, just a few things caught me off guard. I think there was, I think it was like a snare drum or something popped in like halfway through like the first verse there. But no, I love the. Like Cody said as well, I love the drone shots and the sunrise there near the end. You know, from the beginning of the video and the Zoom call to, you know, at the end of the video, finally getting to, you know, see your loved one and like have that special night. You know, it's comes full circle, and it's a very, very pandemic, very like COVID-19. You know, let's, you know, keep our spirits up. Let's get to the other side, and you know, let's hug our loved ones. I loved it. Good job.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. We've got virtual hugs on the music video showcase. Nick, what did you think about it, my friend?
I thought it was beautiful. I mean, honestly, the scenery, obviously the drone shots. You mentioned this was shot on your property, so what a beautiful property you have. I think needs to be said. And I mean this as a really nice compliment. Like, I picture this being like, you know, a WestJet, Air Canada commercial song, like when people are back able to travel and go places and see things. And I think it was something that, you know, I mentioned when I saw Chris's video as well. Is like, it's kind of showing two sides of COVID, right? There's people that are waiting to get to their loved ones, and there's people that are not able to see people or maintaining that social distance. And I thought that the way that you did that was really beautiful. And I think that Cody made this point already as well, as like the way they brought in the feature of WesternBoy was beautiful. Like, it was so casual and it didn't seem forced. And sometimes it could, you know, it's a bit of a risk. It could seem a bit, you know, corny or cheesy. And I think that you guys captured it really, really great. The acting in the video was great. Like, you guys had a natural chemistry in the video as well. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really, really great.
Thank you so much, because I was worried that that would translate as corny. When I sent the idea to Jeff, I was like, we're going to put them on the TV. And I wasn't sure.
It clearly worked. And now, Alex, tell us what you thought. Sandwiched between Tara and the filmmaker himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, first of all, like, aesthetically, absolutely beautiful. Good work. It's like amazing to look at. I also really loved the way that the song and the video, the feel and aesthetics and the messaging all really fit coherently, which I think is kind of a hard thing to do with music videos. It shows that you really had like a solid idea and a solid vision for what you wanted to do with it, which is, for me, a very difficult thing, not being a super visual person. So huge kudos. Yeah, just like obviously a beautiful song as well. I was lucky enough to be able to see this video in stages because Jeff came home very excited to show me all the shots. So I've seen the video a few times and love it more every time.
Thank you.
High praise.
I appreciate that.
High praise. Jeff, one last question before we move on to our final video. Do you typically like more than 2 days of prep time for a vid, or?
Yeah, actually, usually I have a little bit more time, but actually sometimes it's bad to have too much time because then you start getting lazy with it, and so having deadlines or having quick turnarounds sometimes like helps you just to like put your head down, stay relevant with all the material that you're working with, and not saving it till weeks later. And so you actually just stay sort of more in the zone on it and able to make a really quality edit. So it was really fun working with Tara, and she actually made it so easy on my side because she organized a lot of the sort of logistical side of things, and did her fair share on just coming up with the idea, and we sort of worked together on that to sort of create this vision and then put it onto the screen and make it all make sense and have that sort of hallmarky, sort of not cheesy, but nice look to it as well.
What nice local art, local love. That's what we've got here today, my friends. So much local love. One more great job to Tara and Jeff. And who could it possibly be? Who could it possibly be who's last? It's not Chris. It's Cody Coyote. Welcome, my friend. When I had reached out to you, this is a busy year because I had reached out to you for this, saying, "Hey, let's do this for your video Debway," which you filmed in the States, and I assume that was before isolation, like some point earlier this year. But then, hey, no, I've actually got one that's released just at the beginning of October. So why don't you tell us a bit about how this video came together? Because it looks like it was filmed now, and whether like that was done pre-isolation, post. Where were you in the process when all of isolation hit?
Yeah, so when word like came out about isolation, like we were all freaking out because we had plans to film this, and the song it's called Manidoo Dewe'igan, which means spirit drum in Ojibwe. And it hit #1 on the Indigenous Music Countdown. And with that, like I ended up getting like a whole bunch of funding from Factor and the government of Canada, which I'm really thankful for. But like we were facing the challenge of like, how are we going to make this music video still? Like, what are we going to do? Like it kind of like cuts like some of the ideas that we had out, and it was cool that we were still able to adapt to the situation and find different locations that would still be meaningful. Because a big part about this music video is that, you know, it's been a long time coming. This is my story. You know, this is what I've been through, you know, as an individual, as an Indigenous person growing up in so-called Canada. And yeah, I don't want to like say too much, but like rather let the music video speak for itself. But yeah, I'm happy we finally like were able to make it come together. And you know, everyone like after like 30 hours of shooting in total, you know, like 2 days, just like waking up early morning, going great till late at night. Like it was definitely well worth the journey, you know.
Well, we won't say two more, my friends. This is Cody Coyote with Manidoo, Dewe'igan.
Rise up with the sun, feel free when I run. Heartbeat, let the drum, still see where I'm from. Move calm, Gejibazo, Dewe'igan, Andadizi. Spirit asleep, but now it's awake. Here when it speaks, grows harder to take. Hair like the trees, sweet grass with a braid. Connection so deep, grows harder to break. Dancing with pride, healing inside. The soil beneath, revealing my time. Chanting alive, the drum is my guide. The language I speak will revitalize. We're the ones who feel for the young. Heartbeat, let the drum. When we breathe with our lungs. Nanda Wabam, Oshke Iwan, Dewe'igan, Maranamo. Spirit has reached a point that it makes others come near with the love it creates. Stare at the sea, then gaze at the waves. Reminded of life and we won't let it fade. Dancing with pride, healing inside. The water beneath, revealing my time. Chanting alive, the drum is my guide. The language I speak will revitalize.
Great video, visually striking. It was powerful. I'm going to ask the people what they thought. Tara, what did you think about it?
Well, I'm going to try not to cry, but I'm a huge fan, and Cody and I have worked together in the past, so I know a little bit of your story. So to see it so beautifully expressed in this piece, and the depth of the anger and the frustration and the hopelessness, and then balanced against the reconnection with the earth and the power of the earth to heal, and finding yourself, recentering with yourself and connecting with your authentic self and drawing power from source. It's such a perfect expression of who I know you to be. And I hope the project was healing for you and was able to help, with that. And I think it's exceptionally important to tell stories like this, because as a white woman, suburban house, hockey life, the anguish of the Indigenous people is not something we come into contact with every day. So I'm always appreciative of the reminder of our so-called Canada. So thank you for that. Congratulations on a beautiful piece.
We got you, Tara. I love you. It's awesome.
Chris, while you tell us your thoughts on it, I'll ask Nick and Alex to refresh their browsers. But Chris, what do you think about the video?
Yeah, first of all, the song, I love the groove of the song, how in the chorus it kind of really slows down and kind of like holds you back into that hook. The video, obviously, it's a very, very serious video, a little sad, but it's emotional, and like I kind of want to watch it a few more times, because I feel like there's pieces of the story that are probably in there that I'm missing just watching it the one time. But yeah, I like the video, and great song. And also, I just want to say that you go live on Instagram pretty much every night and talk to your fans and stuff. And I've popped on a few times. I mean to do it a bit more, but good on you for that. I'm a big fan of your stuff, man, and keep on keeping on.
Hey, Chris, it means a lot, man. And I don't forget faces. I don't forget people. I remember prior to the pandemic, you were down in a little pub. I was hanging out with some friends. We got to hang. I think that was the last time we got to chill with each other, man. And it's always like such a special moment, when we all get to get reconnected like this. And I do appreciate that a lot. It's really great feedback.
Oh, we're feeling local love. We're feeling local love. Nick, Zoo Legacy, what do you think about the vid?
Man, dog, that's a movie. That's a whole movie right there. You know what I mean? Like it was. To be fair, I did my homework ahead of time. I watched all the videos ahead of time, and like I felt like I was watching like legitimately a movie. I think that you told such a striking and powerful story. And then on top of that, fam, like the way that you transition your flow from English to, Ojibwe and kind of back and forth, dog, like that's not easy to do. You know what I mean? That's not easy to do at all. So definitely big respect there. And I think that it's inspiring, man. It's inspiring.
Big up. And trust me, it was hard.
You said it here first. Double language flow is hard. Finally, lastly, but not leastly, Alex and Jeff, what did you think about that vid?
Man, I feel like a lot has been said, but I mean, first of all, absolutely unbelievable filming, and just beautiful. Like, yeah, it was like watching a film, and the story is heavy, and I feel like I need to watch it, like Chris said, a few more times and really absorb everything. But yeah, I mean, we've never met, Cody, and I'm not that familiar with the music, but I gotta say I'm a fan. Beautiful song, beautiful video, and I really hope you keep telling your story and you keep rocking, because that was amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I could echo what everyone said here, and from being a videographer, I could really appreciate even what Alex was saying about the videography being done so well with, such important content. You want it to be presented in the right way, in that right sort of emotional mindset, because that really pushes that beyond just your thoughts on it or what you're thinking of, like how you want to portray this video, but to have it done in such a seamless and beautiful way in such heavy content matter, I really appreciate what you're doing. And I've been following a lot of the latest releases that you've been putting out, and I'm a big fan, Cody. Great job, and really enjoyed the video and the new song.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, like I've been in videos before, like the whole fighting and punching and beating up scene. Like I've tried to do videos that involve like physicality like that, and it's like really hard. And you guys, like I felt that, and the transition from the daytime to the nighttime was just like really good.
Yeah, that's like super hard to do, to make that like the performance come across, but then also for the videographer behind the lens to make that come alive. And sometimes you miss the shot but you get the performance, or you miss the performance but you get the shot, and it's like such a push and pull. But great to see a video that really puts an example out there for how it should be done.
Wow, I appreciate that, guys. And just a quick note there, like, yeah, that fight scene, like, they rehearsed that for 3 hours, just like going over it, like, and I remember, like, I put together this like behind the scenes video. People can find it on my YouTube page if they want, but like you can see them talking to like, okay, like 50% now, 50%, and like they sped it up slowly. But then, like, you see, like, the final product, and it's like, oh, like, that looks so, like captivating, and you feel, like, invested in it because, like, it's like, whoa, like, it looks fluent, doesn't look like it's choppy at all or anything, and I do want to give a quick shout out to Ajax Creative. They really, came together for all the reasons that everyone has mentioned. Like, I'm super grateful to have been able to work with these folks, who have been not only, like, a wicked film crew to work with, but solid allies, like understanding to take the moment to honor Indigenous protocol and like truly listen to Indigenous truth, and to showcase it in such a meaningful way is tremendous.
We have filled each other's hearts with local love and local art. And I got to say, friends, there is no way that local art gets made without local love. So kudos to all of us sharing that local love across genres, across different disciplines. We're great. We are great. And for all of you listening or watching, you're all great as well. I want to give big thanks to Cody, Coyote, to Zoo Legacy, to Chris Zimmerman, Tara Shannon, Harea, and Jeff Watkins. And a big thanks to our man behind the scenes, Stan, who made all this happen. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.